like his son and daughter come from the future.
But that doesn't he turn into the Anti-Monitor? Or does someone else? Is that a different
No, I'm
character?
talking about Green Arrow. Oh, you mean Green Arrow's son and daughter that are already born in current continuity in the show are now grown from the future. So it's kind of interesting, and everybody's like, a lot of the characters that are in that future story are, they're based off characters that are already in the current continuity, which is kind of cool.
Oh, okay. I see.
So like Wild Dog's daughter is also a character. But at any rate, that's not the important part. But it does lead from Greg Berlanti, who created those shows, is going to be doing some stuff for HBO Max. Pretty excited about the Strange Adventures show.
Yeah, they showed a picture of like a Strange Adventures comic, and they're going to do like
it's a 1 hour superhero anthology.
Yeah.
So it's going to cross DC canon.
Wow.
So I'm pretty excited about that. That looks really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And then a Green Lantern show.
Yeah, live action Green
Lantern. Which is weird because
series.
Berlanti made
he wrote
crappy Green Lantern.
Well, he wrote the initial script, I think, and then they
yes.
changed it. I think I've read pieces of it. It was supposed to have like a tease to Flash at the end.
Well, there was no details basically about the show. The only thing he did say, this will be the biggest show that DC has ever made, the biggest television show that DC has made.
Well, yeah, I hope it's set in space. And I hope
that would make sense.
Yeah, and I hope they follow some really good. They'll probably follow a lot of the Jeff Johns stuff, but I'm really digging the Grant Morrison.
I'm actually wondering if they won't have episodes on different characters. I think that would make more sense because it says it's a Green Lantern based. It doesn't say that it's Hal Jordan or any of that. So that would be kind of cool.
Like, what if you had one that was based
Kilowog
on, or it was like you followed some Blue Lanterns or whatever,
or Jessica Cruz. I would take one of the 75 human Green Lanterns.
Kyle Rayner.
There's a new one too, a new Green Lantern in comics, but I don't know her name.
Oh,
yeah,
not Jessica Cruz. After that,
yeah, I just saw it pop up, and I'm like, another human Green Lantern.
Well,
okay,
I won't jump too far, but there is the Green Lantern. I can't really get into it, the comics, because it's spoilery, but they are starting a new 3-issue miniseries of Grant Morrison and a new artist.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm a Grant Morrison mark, so sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Keep going.
And then one more of those DC shows that they'll be making is DC Superhero High.
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks is going to do it. Yeah. I like her.
So, and I don't know much detail about it. I just know that their future superheroes are going to high school, so they have to deal with the pressures of high school. It sounds like something I probably won't watch.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about Strange Adventures. Kind of excited about Green Lantern. We'll see about that
one. We'll see about that one, yeah.
But in Marvel TV news, and now this is rumors. Now, the people that broke this, and I'm going to be remiss because I don't remember their names, but they've broken a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. So this is only a report. The Marvel Defenders from Netflix will be coming to the MCU.
Oh, really?
However, the only character that's not staying the same, according to the reports, Iron Fist will be completely rebooted.
Thank God.
So
Great show. Great show. But I don't like the Danny Rand guy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Finn, whatever. I agree. He was not a great choice. Though I will say the second season of Iron Fist was definitely better than the first one.
Well,
but
the Defenders was awesome too.
But I think it was mostly because of the villain, Davos.
Oh, okay.
He was a really good actor.
So does it go season 1, Defenders season 2 on Iron Fist?
Yeah. I think most of them did that on Luke Cage was the same, I think.
Yeah, they all did.
But Daredevil had 1 and 2
yeah,
and then the Defenders and then 3, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that, though, to see those characters. Obviously, seeing Charlie Cox come back as Daredevil's
Yep. What do you think about I heard there was I think it was in the same report or maybe just a collection of different reports, but they're going to do a Moon Knight show.
I saw that.
And it was going to be kind of based on the Warren Ellis run, the newer one that I read from about 5 years ago.
From what I hear, is the better run.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
What?
Everybody's looking around like, huh?
What the hell's wrong with these people?
Mitch is making faces at me across the table.
Also, like we were talking about earlier on streaming HBO Max. So all this stuff that you're mentioning, the DC stuff's going to be on HBO Max. And,
correct.
And they also won exclusive rights to South Park, Big Bang Theory, who cares, Friends, who cares, and Rick and Morty, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, Rick and Morty. But, I mean, come on. Like, Rick and Morty has been teasing us for years for new content, and then they still only give us like half a season this month.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Kind of like...
It'll be on Sunday.
I love it. Yeah. I mean,
Rick
I love
and Morty
the show.
to me is kind of like Doomsday Clock is to me. I'll watch it all when it comes out.
Yeah, I'll wait. No, I love the show, and I've been going back and rewatching them again here recently.
I like to just forget about them, and then when they come back, just watch them again. And
yeah, see, this is another thing that me and Mitch talk about that I don't think anybody's ever noticed. In every single episode, there's a testicle in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
Every single episode, there's a testicle.
And we've technically talked about this before on this podcast, but there's a few episodes where we couldn't find it. We just assume it's there.
Yeah.
It's just really hidden.
There's a testicle.
Because of how many times other than that there are.
Wait. You testically talked about this earlier?
Testicles.
There's a testicle monster. There's testicle trees. There's testicles on the ground. Testicle chin flaps.
Yeah, all the alien things. There's like shit.
There's testicles everywhere. It's just funny. Crazy. It's like nobody ever says that, hey, did you notice that testicle in the last episode?
Yeah, you don't really see it talked about.
There's probably a Reddit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure there is.
I've looked.
Sure
I've checked.
Really?
There should be one. So anybody on Reddit?
I'm sure
should
there is
recheck.
one.
Yes. Yeah, I bet you there is now.
Because it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. So
if not, there will be now.
Yeah.
Are we going to what's new on DVD?
yeah, let's go there.
I'm going to throw this out there because I did mention it a couple months back when it was in theaters, but I did get to see it. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did watch this with my kid, but he kind of doesn't. He didn't watch like all of it the second time, and I think we even watched it a third time. It's really actually. I thought it was really good.
Right on.
There were some parts I didn't think were that great, but I thought the CGI was pretty good. The effects were good. It was really kind of surprisingly violent for a PG-13 movie, probably because they don't swear a lot, and there's like some. You'll have to watch it though. I would recommend it. And that guy, like I said, he'd been tapped. He's probably going to make some other movie first, but I know he was tapped to adapt a Stephen King book. I think The Long Walk. I think it was.
Okay.
Now Stephen King's coming back up. It's time people are actually able to make decent StephenKing movies again. So
well, I think
cool.
that it's far enough removed from like the 80s and 90s stuff now, and that you can, and the technology's there now that you can kind of do a lot more as well. Depending on what book we're talking about, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I like Dreamcatcher, but
there's one that they can't do, and they won't do for another 20 years probably.
Which one?
The Dark Tower.
They're making a show on Amazon.
Yeah, supposedly.
Hopefully, hopefully it won't be horrible.
And I think that's we've talked about that a lot on this podcast in the past, but I think that's the way a lot of those books that are huge series need to be. They don't need to be broken into movies.
Right,
they're really made for television, like we've talked about with the Dark Tower series, or the Vampire Chronicles. Any of those kind of things, I think they're just well suited to be an hour-long television show.
I agree. I mean, I'm knee deep in my second go around of the book series myself, and I'd like. The rumor is that they're going to do the story of a young Roland first, which is what they should have done. And I don't really want to get into the movie because it's a terrible adaptation, even though it's a.
You're speaking of the Idris Elba.
Yeah.
That is a piece of shit.
And it sucks because I wanted to like it so bad, but
as did I.
And
then I watched it.
I know, I guess I don't want to get into that too much now, but. The TV show should be cool. I don't know what else is out on DVD. I didn't check. It was just that Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I know it's a little late because Halloween's over and everything, but check it out.
Horror is good anytime.
Yeah, it's PG-13, which I don't like. I don't like horror movies that are PG-13, but I thought this one was decent to give it a good one watch.
Right on.
Yeah. And I just don't like horror movies.
Well, Mitch, what are you watching?
Yeah, no, you never talk about what you watch.
It's because it's my private time. All right, guys, just move along. Move along.
There's a lot of dirty porn.
I mean, what would you call Pornhub?
Porn.
Oh, yeah, I'm just porn.
Pornography.
No, that's it.
What about that? Did anyone heard about that video game Death Stranding? You don't know what that's about?
No.
It's like they've been working on this forever. It's got Norman Reedus in it.
Okay.
He walks around with like a baby. And there's like a little thing on the thing, and there's like ghosts and shit. I don't know. I don't have a PS4, so I just know it looks really cool if you look at the trailers and the gameplay footage.
Nice.
Right on.
Okay.
And Rick and Morty did an ad for that too. If you're on like Twitter, Facebook, or whatever.
I love those ads.
There's like these little. He's like, let's eat the baby and stuff. I don't know. It was funny.
They won't they don't have bars that they get held back by.
Right.
They go anywhere.
I like Norman Reedus, so
Yeah.
I've been watching. I've been keeping up with Walking Dead, Watchmen, and Silicon Valley now because they're all on Sundays. So those are the three shows that I watch. Walking Dead, aren't they supposed to come out with another
I don't
series?
care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think we've had this discussion off. I'm past the zombie stuff. I need a break for a little bit.
Just watch the first season.
Yeah,
I
just watched Day of the Dead
I'm invested.
And Dawn.
and Dawn. Yeah,
I'm invested in the whole series, but not in Fear. So
yeah. I'm not invested in watching any more of any of those series, to be honest. And I might someday. I might be like, remember how we were talking about how someday I'll be like old and like, oh, now I'm going to watch Lost.
Now you can watch
Yeah.
all the stuff you want. Yeah.
Now I can watch the rest of
And you'll
Walking
be
Dead.
lost.
you can buy every season of Lost at any given thrift store any day of the
I'm
week.
sure you can.
On DVD too. It's crazy.
Dude, yeah, I got all of them on
Yeah,
DVD.
I know. It's crazy. Every time I go to the thrift store to look at the VHSs, guess what? There's a copy of Lost season 1.
There's no tapes of Lost.
No, not VHS.
DVDs, you said.
DVDs.
Oh,
They're in the
gotcha.
same section.
Yeah.
They're media.
They usually have a lot of season 2, the
Yeah.
orange one.
Oh no, I only see season 1 the most.
The gray one?
But I've seen all the other ones. That
Sounds
and
like I
Buffy.
need to go to the places where they go, and I'll get 1 there and 2 there.
Yeah.
No matter
and then get all the Buffy the Vampire Slayer
Oh, that'd be a
seasons.
cool show to go through.
I'm not watching any of that.
Come on.
I'm probably not ever going to watch Lost, dude. Let's be realistic.
I just got my girlfriend to start watching Lost.
Oh,
She's
really?
been,
Pretty
like
good.
a few episodes in.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
It's one of the
How's
best
she
shows
liking
ever.
it? She liking it?
She's loving it because
Okay.
you know it's bad when you're like, I have to go to bed.
one more
I have
episode.
to. One more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can watch one more.
Well, just one more. That's
And
it.
then pretty soon the boat explodes. And
Yeah.
you're like, no.
It's like
Porky.
Twilight Zone, Lost, top 2.
Yeah, that's yeah.
It's a really good show.
You know me. and
Maybe I
Mitch's
should watch
feelings.
Lost, and I'll start a podcast about Lost.
Lost.
Like,
Actually,
Lost and Lost.
I'll do it. I'll do it with you. I'll do
we'll
it.
do it with you.
Okay.
Yeah, we could all do a Lost one.
Yeah.
Let's. I
Maybe
would do
maybe
it.
later.
Okay. Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
Dude, I love
After
that
we get
show.
through some other ones.
First, we should get through this Quickcast.
yeah, I know, right?
Speaking, let's stay with Damon Lindelof, and you said Watchmen. There, if you go to the HBO website, there's this link you can get onto called PDpedia, and there's for each episode there are 3 things you can click. Much like the comic book, there are things that you can read in between the lines.
Okay.
They're memos from this like FBI agent, I believe. And for season 1 or for episode 1, there were 3, so there's 6 now, or there's 9 now.
That's cool that they're doing
I didn't.
that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'll have to check that out.
I didn't know it either until I
Yeah.
went into the comic book store and I was like, "Oh wait, you can do that." And the dude was telling me,
Show's pretty awesome so far.
"It's pretty
yeah,
cool."
yeah. I mean, it is a very big parallel to the book, as far as like the overall storytelling of it.
Sure.
Not the story at all, and not the characters, but just the way that the story is built.
Yeah.
Is very much like
structure,
the comic.
yeah.
Agreed.
But it's just updated to our time, and it's like more relevant with the police and everything that's going on in
pretty
there.
cool. Well, anybody got any new comic books? We're on comic books now.
Yeah. John Constantine, Hellblazer #1 just came out, mature only.
Cool.
It's kind of weird that they got rid of the Vertigo. You know,
A couple of years ago, didn't it?
what do I want to
Well,
say?
the Vertigo
print-
line was
Vertigo line is gone.
dissolved, and basically they do the DC Black label now.
But why?
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
all I'm saying.
I don't
I just
know.
don't understand why they didn't just keep calling it Vertigo. But it looks pretty cool. I haven't read it yet, and obviously, Tyson, you just brought me Joe Hill's Head Full of Baskets.
Yeah, we got
Is,
the
uh,
head
Basket full of heads.
Yeah, basket full of
Head
Swamp
full of
is-
baskets.
It's one of 6. That's a 6-issue miniseries.
Starring John Lithgow, Head Full of Baskets.
That would be. I'd go see that.
I
Yeah,
would probably see that too.
I don't know
Are
why.
they going to do a
George
new
Romero.
Swamp Thing under there?
What's that?
Are they going to do a new Swamp Thing?
Not
I
that
have
I've heard.
no idea.
He's in Justice League Dark. So
I
don't know.
did see some people that were asking for that after
That'd be
reading
cool.
this
Yeah.
Hellblazer. So
I don't know why they do this, but I got the Killer Smile first issue of 3. The artwork is fantastic. I should have brought it. I guess I need to just treat it more like a magazine because I ain't gonna. I don't know. I have to put it in the box with all my old wizards or what? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know,
Size matters.
this
hate
has been
that
something
fucking-
that's really bothered you for
It
like the
really-
last few weeks.
I should. Don't you have that Superman Year One?
Yeah.
Like it's just annoying. And I was talking to Mike at the comic book store, friend of the show, and he was saying if I were to rule the world, I would have all books fit all shelves sizes, all be the same. And I would say, and he says on comics there should be no numbers, just dates and months.
Oh?
That way, no one can be like, "Oh, I got issue 1." I mean, you can put whatever issue number you want on there, but
Well, I mean, all my Creeps magazines are magazine style, so
Yeah.
it's hard to find a place to put them.
It
I'm
is.
pretty sure the first comic that I get published is I'm just going to do the numbers backwards. I'm going to start at like 40.
they did that for
nice.
they did that for someone, didn't they?
I have no idea.
Benjamin Button.
Oh. Friend of the
Throwback.
show.
They did that for something. But just real quick, one I forgot to pick up. They're doing a new 4-issue Chrononaut series on Image Comics.
Okay.
Do you know about the